managed to get our Christmas decorations up yesterday. So here's the bathroom shower curtain. An old Santa Claus, 27 years old at this point. I have lots of Santa Claus pictures we put up. It's just a sampling of a few. Here's our mantle with our stockings. I need to pick up another stocking holder because I don't like that one in the middle. Still got some containers out, so you'll have to excuse those. Some throw pillows. I love these three wise men. It's probably some of my favorite pieces, Christmas decorations. Old-fashioned Santa candles. And then this is a new piece. I try to get rid of a couple of pieces every year if they're really old and replace with something new. This is new and one of my favorites. My younger son gave me this one Christmas. I love that little train. This is actually a photo album that you open up. This little angel I have also had for probably about 27 years. It came from a store that used to be in our mall, and our mall is now defunct. But I think it was called the Homespun. The store was called the Homespun Shop, and I think this is where this angel came from. And I absolutely love her. I like the look of all the old-fashioned Christmas decorations. And you can see our little gingerbread man beside her. And I'll try to get some video of our Christmas tree and outside decorations when it gets dark tonight. It's in the morning right now, and I have a terrible head cold, so that's the reason why my voice sounds like this, and I can't really hear all that well. I'm so stuffed up, but I wanted to share some of our Christmas decorations with you guys. Better shot of the little angel. Jingle bells on all the doors. My kiddos' countdown to Christmas. Our outside decorations. And I have one sign that I need to put up in the front. We haven't gotten to that yet. And that's what our Christmas decorations look like. It's been a while since I've shared what we were reading. We have finished our last book in the Laura Ingalls Little House series. So we just finished up book 4, so this is 5. And we're reading By the Shores of Silver Lake right now. And then this book goes in conjunction with the Little House readers. It's a new book that I just picked up from the library, and I really like it because it has a lot of the history, the actual history. There's a picture of Laura Ingalls Wilder when she was 39 years old. So it does a great job of going back and giving more detailed history and pictures of the actual Ingalls family. So we're reading this aloud in conjunction with By the Shores of Silver Lake. Then my 15-year-old is reading The Diary of Anne Frank. And then the librarian thought that I would like this book. It was new. The library had just gotten it in. She had not read it yet. So she loaned it out. I checked it out from the library. And I was excited to get it. And, of course, Carolyn Ingalls did not write this book. An author did some research about her. Sarah Miller is the author of this book. So she did some research about Caroline and then wrote the book, from what I understand. I was, like I said, excited to get it. I really enjoyed the first portion of the book, but unfortunately, toward the end of the book, I wasn't impressed. The end of the book, to me, just reminded me more of a seedy Harlequin romance novel, what you would expect to read in one of those. I don't think I've ever read one, but it was very... this book was inappropriate for children. I didn't read it aloud. I was just reading it myself to see what I thought, and I thought I might include it later on, and there's no way that I would read it to my girls or allow them to read it. And like I said, it repeated a lot of the stories in Carolyn's perspective from the Little House series. And so, like I said, the first half was interesting, but the end of the book shared intimate details between Carolyn and her husband in the book, and I just didn't, to me, it just didn't fit with the Little House theme. And, you know, we enjoy it because it's family friendly, but this book is definitely not. So if you're an adult and you want to read it, that's fine, but I certainly would not recommend it for children. But it wasn't my favorite at all. So I'm really enjoying the Little House reader book, and then I think I'm going to like this one too. This one's On Top of Concord Hill, and this one is written about Ma when she was a little girl. And I think this is probably going to be more in line with the flavor of the Little House series. So I'm excited to start this one. I haven't started this one yet. So that's what we're reading right now. We just finished up this book, How the Colonists Lived, and it was great. If you're studying this time period in school, I would highly suggest this book. It had lots of information in it, and we really enjoyed it. So that's a good read-aloud book as well. So we finished up on school. Today I had to go to the doctor for my Hashimoto's checkup. I have an autoimmune disease, Hashimoto's, and I have to go back at least every 6 months for blood work and to check my levels with that. So today was the day for that, but as I had said, suffering from what I thought was a cold, but it's actually turned into a sinus infection. So I had to resort to antibiotics for that. So I wanted to let you guys see our Christmas decorations if you're interested in that. A special thanks to all my new subscribers. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications. And I'm going to show you a little bit more of what we have going on around here today too. It's really cold in our neck of the woods. We're having a cold snap right now. So I got one of my freezer meals out this morning because I knew I had the doctor's appointment and I knew I had to rush home and after that and get school with the kiddos finished up. So I put this in the crock pot this morning. This is the cream cheese chicken chili, and this is what the finished product, well, it's going to steam up. Sorry about that. So what the finished product looks like. I'll show you what it looks like in a bowl, but that's supper for tonight. It's ready. Not sure if any of you had or have one of these nut bowls. This nut bowl belonged to my grandmother. And I always had this on the table growing up. And so what I did was I dug it out. I found it. It was misplaced. And I added it to our table. You can see the kids have been cracking these Brazil nuts. And I found some loose nuts at a local little farmer's market that we have in our neighboring town. So I'm going to fill it up with walnuts and pecans, but I love these, and the kids have really enjoyed these too. It was missing the actual, nutcracker, and it only had, I think, 3 of the nut picks. So I ordered a complete set off of Amazon, but we're enjoying those. We have these candy canes too. We like to put candy canes on our Christmas tree. The girls have been in them and have eaten some of them. But I picked up a couple of boxes of candy canes. They were 99 cents at Aldi. So these need to go on the tree. And then, of course, over here in the way, I have my husband's lunch packed for tomorrow. He works for UPS. He's a UPS driver. So be especially kind to your UPS drivers this time of year because they're very busy. He's not getting home till about 9:30 at night. And so I have to send lots of stuff with him. I'll send some of this hot crock pot cream cheese chicken chili with him tomorrow, so it'll be a nice warm lunch. Okay, I have some crumbled tortilla chips in the bottom of this bowl, then the cream cheese chicken chili, and then I'm going to put, ooh, it's steaming up. I'm going to sprinkle some cheddar cheese over the top of that. And then the person that's enjoying this tonight likes sour cream. So I'm going to put a little sour cream on top of that. Now, not everyone in my family likes sour cream, but this person does. And then I'm also going to heat up this cheese dip that I get from Costco because we really like it too. So that's what supper is tonight.